Hi friends, Sunil here. Welcome to this channel. In this session we are going to discuss the use of different operators in Python. First we will start with arithmetic operators, that is plus, minus, multiply, divide, exponent, modulus and floor division. I am taking the value of x as 5 and y as 2, then printing x plus y, then x minus y, x into y, x by y, x exponent y, x modulus y and x floor division y. So here x plus y is 5 plus 2 7, x minus y is 3, 5 minus 2 is 3, x into y is 5 into 2 10, x by y is 5 divided by 2 2.5, then x exponent y means x raised to y, that is 5 raised to 2, that is 25. X modulus y means 5 by 2, it will take the remainder, that is 1. Then x floor division y means it will divide 5 by 2 and take the quotient, that is 2. Now next is the comparison operators, that is equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. So I am taking the value of x as 10 and y as 15 for comparison. Then here I am printing the value of x and y. Here I am checking for equality, x equal to y. Then here I am checking for non-equality, that is x not equal to y. Then checking x greater than y, then s less than y. Then here I am checking x greater than or equal to y. Then here x less than or equal to y. So we will run this. So here it is checking x equal to y. X is 10 and y is 15. So x equal to y is not satisfied, it will go to the else and printing x is not equal to y. That is this print, first line. Then here it is checking x not equal to y. The condition is satisfied, so it will print this x not equal to y. That is printed here. Then checking x greater than y. X is 10 and y is 15. So it is not greater, it will go to the else and print it is not greater than y. So that is this, x is not greater than y. Then here it is checking for x less than y. So 10 is less than 15, x is 10, y is 15, 10 is less than 15, so it is printing x is less than y. So it is printed x is less than y. And here it is checking x greater than or equal to y. So 10 is not greater than or equal to y, so it will go to the else and print x is neither equal to or not greater than y. So it is printing x is neither equal to or not greater than y. Then here it is checking x less than or equal to y. Yes, 10 is less than y. So it will print this, x is either equal to or less than y. So that is getting printed here. X is either equal to or less than y. Because 10 is less than 15. So it is printing this, x is either equal to or less than y. Now next is the assignment operator. So assignment operators are equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to, then division equal to, modulus equal to, exponent equal to and floor division equal to. So here I am taking the value of x as 2 and y as 5. So y plus is equal to x means y is equal to y plus x. That is 5 plus 2 7. So that is printed here. 5 y is equal to y plus x. 5 plus 2 7. That is this 7 is printed here. Then next is y into is equal to x means y is equal to y into same as y is equal to y into x. That is 5 into 2 10. So 10 is printed here. Now y by is equal to x means y is equal to y by x. That is 5 by 2. That is 2.5 is printed here. Then y percent is equal to x is, that is y is equal to y percent x. That is 5 divided by 2 and it is modulus y modulus x. So that is it will print the remainder of 5 by 2. So that it is printing 1 here. Then y exponent equal to x means y is equal to y raised to x. Y exponent x, that is 5 raised to 2, that is 25 is printed here. Then y floor division is equal to x means it will divide y by x and take the quotient. So that is, so 5 by 2 and the quotient 2 is getting printed here. So that was assignment operator. Now logical operators. Here I am, the value of x is true and y is false. So I am printing x and y. X and y means if both are true, the result is true. Here both are not true, so the result is false. So the result is false, both are not true, so the result is false. Now the next is, it is checking x or y, that is if any one of that is true, the result will be true. Yes, x is true, so the result is true. Then if not x, that means if x is not true, no, it is true, so the result is false. Then the next is, it is checking whether not y, means whether it is checking whether x is not true. Yes, it is not true, it is false. So it is false. So the result is true, that is printing true, because y is already false. So the not true condition is satisfied, so the result is true. Now membership operators. Membership operators are in and not in. So x is equal to 10, y is equal to 15, I am taking the values. So I am having a list here. The list is having elements 14, 16, 10 and 19. So here it is checking x in list, whether 10 is present in the list. Since it is present, it will print this message, x is present in the list. Then here it is checking whether y not in list. So y is 15, it is not in list. So that condition is satisfied. So it will print y is not present in the list. So x is in the list, so it is printing x in list. So 10 is in the list, so it is printing x in list, that is here. And y is 15, so 15 is not in this list, so it is printing y is not present in the list. So these were the membership operators, in and not in. And now the identity operators is and not is. For testing that, I am taking the values of x and y both as 10. Then here, using that identity operator is, I am checking whether x is y. So in this case both are same, so x is y, it will print x is same as y. Then I am changing the value of y to 8, and with the other identity operator is not, I am checking whether x is not y. So in this case x is 10 and y is 8, so it is not y, so it will print x is not same as y. So here in the first case x and y both are same, so it is printing x is same as y. Then here x is 10, y is 8, so it is printing x is not same as y. So these were the identity operators, is and is not. Now we will see the bitwise operators. For testing the bitwise operators, I am taking the value of x as 10 and y as 7. So 10 is represented in binary as 00001010, and 7 is represented as 00000111. Now this bitwise AND operator, x and y, we are storing the result of that to z. So when we are using the bitwise AND operator, it copies a bit to the result if it exists in both the operands. So 1 is present here, but it is not present here, so it will not copy. Here it is present in both the operands. 1 is present here and here, so it will copy that. Here 1 is not present in both the operands, so it will not copy. Here 1 is present in only one operand. It is not present in both the operands, so it will not copy. So the result of x and y is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. That is 2 raised to 1, that is 2. So decimal value of this will be 2. Now x or y is stored in Z. The result of that is stored in Z. So when we are using this bitwise OR operator, so the bit will be copied if it exists in either of the operand. So here 1 is present here, so it will copy here. Again 1 is present here, either of the operand, if it is present, it will copy. Here it is present, so it will copy. Here also 1 is present, it is copying here. So 1 is present here, so it is copying here. So result of x or y is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now XOR operand. X XOR y, the result will be copied in Z. So when we are using the XOR operand, so it should be present only in one operand and not in both. The bit should be present only in one operand and not in both. So here it is present in one operand, so it is copied. Here it is present in both the operands, so it is not copied. It should be present only in one operand. So here it is present here in the operand y, so it is copied here. Here it is present in operand x, so it is copied here. So the result of x XOR y is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Now we will execute this and see. So the result of x and y is 2, that is 0, 0, 1, 0. This is 2, decimal value of this is 2. The result of x or y is this 1, 1, 1, 1, that is 2 raised to 0 plus 2 raised to 1 plus 2 raised to 2 plus 2 raised to 3, that is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. So it is 15. Now the result of XOR is 1, 1, 0, 1, that is 2 raised to 0 plus 2 raised to 2 plus 2 raised to 3, that is 8 plus 4, 12 plus 1, 13. So that is this 13. Now this tilde operator is a negation operator. So Z is equal to tilde x means the value of x is now 10. So it will add 1 to the value, that it will become 11, and negate it. So it will be minus 11. That is the 2's complement of the number. That is, it will add 1 to this value of x, so x becomes 11, and then negate it. So it will become minus 11. So here it is, it has become minus 11. Now shifting, left shift and right shift. So here Z is equal to x, we are doing left shift 2. That means 2 positions will be shifted to the left. That means this will be shifted to the value of x, binary value of x is this. So it will be shifted 2 position to the left. So this 1 will be shifted here, and the right side will be padded with 0. So the result will be this. So it has shifted 2 position to the left, and the right side is padded with 0. The 2 positions of the right will be zeros, padded with zeros. So it will be this. The right shift means it will shift 2 position to the right. That is, this is the value of x. So this 1 will be shifted 2 position to the right. That is, it will become here. And from the left, 2 position will be padded with zeros. So it will be like this. So this is the result of left shift, that is it is 40 because 2 raised to 0, 1, 2, 3, that is 8, plus 2 raised to 5 is 32, 32 plus 8 is 40, and the value of right shift will be 2 raised to 1, that is 2, that is printed here. Now unary operators. Unary operators are operators with only one operand. These operators are basically used to provide sign to the operand. Example of unary operators are plus, minus, tilde, etc. The tilde is invert operator. It is also called a negation operator. So here I am assigning value 15 to x, then printing plus x, minus x and tilde x. So plus x is 15, minus x is minus 15, and tilde x means it will add 1 to the value of x. So x becomes 16 and then negate it, so minus 16. Now precedence of operators. The concept of operator precedence is a must to know. Otherwise we will see unexpected outputs. So when an expression has 2 or more operators, we need to identify the correct sequence to evaluate these operators, because the final answer changes with the sequence chosen. So here I am having an expression a is equal to 10 plus 5 by 5. If we evaluate this expression from left to right, we will get the answer as 10 plus 5 by 5. So 10 plus 5, 15 by 5, 3. 3 will be the answer. The same expression if I evaluate from right to left, the answer will be 5 by 5, 1 plus 10, 11. So 11 will be the answer. So the same expression, when I evaluate from right to left and left to right, the answers are different. So to remove this problem, rule of precedence associated with operators is followed. Operators with highest precedence are performed first. Now this table here is the order of precedence of operators. The operator with the highest priority is at the top of the table. So parenthesis is at the top of the table and it is having highest priority, followed by exponent and so on. So multiplication, division, then modulus and floor division are having higher priority than addition and subtraction. And the operators in the same row have same level of precedence. They have same priority. So plus and minus are having the same priority. Addition and subtraction are having the same priority. Similarly, multiplication, division, modulus and floor division have the same priority. Now operators in the same group have same priority. Here we cannot apply the rule of precedence. In such cases, associativity rule helps to determine the order of the operations. So there are two types of associativity, left to right and right to left. So left to right associativity means expression is evaluated from left to right, and almost all operators have left to right associativity, except in two cases, that is exponent and assignment. In these two cases, the associativity is from right to left. Now we will see this in our examples. So here 10 plus 5 by 5. So division is having higher priority than addition. So the result is 11 because division takes place first, 5 by 5 is 1 and then the value is added to 10, so 11. Now we will see some examples of left to right associativity. So here 6 plus 3 minus 2, then 6 minus 3 plus 2, then 5, this addition and subtraction have the same priority. Similarly, here 5 into 7 and floor division 2. Similarly, 7 floor division 2 into 5 have same priority. So we will execute this. So 6 plus 3 minus 2, that is 9 minus 2 is 7. 6 minus 3 plus 2, that is 6 minus 3 is 3 plus 2 5, that is this 5 here. So these are examples of left to right associativity. Then here multiplication and floor division are in the same row, they are in the same group, so they have the same priority level. So 5 into 7 is 35, then floor division of 35 by 2 is 17. It will take the quotient. So quotient is 35 by 2, the quotient is 17, so 17 is getting printed here. Then here 7 by 2, that is, it will take the quotient, that is 3 into 5, 15. So 15 is getting printed here. Now here I am having 4 variables A, B, C, D with values 8, 2, 3 and 6 respectively. Then here I am having 2 parentheses. As we know, this parenthesis is having left to right associativity because only 2 operators have right to left, that is exponent and assignment. Remaining all operators are having left to right associativity. So first this parenthesis will get executed. After that, this parenthesis, the next parenthesis will get executed. So A into B, that is 8 into 2, 16. Value of A is 8, B is 2, 8 into 2, 16. And C plus D is 3 plus 6, 9. So 16 minus 9 is 7. So that is this 7 is getting printed here. Now we will see some example of right to left associativity. So here we are having this assignment operator. So value of A is 5. Then I am assigning that value to C and B. So C and B, value of A is getting assigned to that. So C will be 5 and B will be 5. So we'll execute this. So value of C and B are also 5. So the assignment has taken place from right to left. Another case of right to left assignment is exponent. So here 3 exponent 4 exponent 2, that means first it will be 4 raised to 2, that is 16. Then the result of that, that is 4 raised to 2, 16. Then 3 will be raised to the power of 16. So when 3 is raised to the power of 16, this is the answer, 4304671. Now we can change the order of priority by using parentheses. If I want to execute this 3 raised to 4 first, evaluate 3 raised to 4 first, and then that result, that is 3 raised to 4 is 81, and that raised to 2, I will have to put the parenthesis here. So 3 raised to 4 is 81 and 81 raised to 2 is 6561. So I have changed the order of evaluation using the parenthesis. These operator precedence can be overridden using parenthesis. Parentheses have highest precedence. It is a good practice to use this parenthesis because it minimizes the mistakes and makes the code more readable. Now the next is negation operator. Here I am assigning value 2, 3, 4 to A, B and C respectively. Then here I am printing negation, that is tilde A plus B. So tilde A means the value of A is 2 here. So tilde A means it will add 1 to the value of A becomes 3 and negate it, so minus 3. Plus the value of b is 3 here. So minus 3 plus 3, the result should be 0. So it is 0. 0 because the value of a is 2. So tilde a means the a becomes 3. It will add 1 to a and negate it. So minus 3 plus the value of b, which is 3. So minus 3 plus 3 is 0. Now we will see the logical OR and AND operator. Here age is 4, name is Jack. I am checking for the condition. If name equal to Jack or name equal to Tom and age greater than 15. If this condition is satisfied, print welcome. Otherwise, print goodbye. We will run this. It has printed welcome, which was not the expected result, because and age greater than 15 condition is not satisfied. Age is only 4. So it should have gone to else and printed goodbye. But instead it has printed welcome. That is because it has not checked for this condition and age greater than 15. It has checked only for this OR condition and printed welcome. So now I will put parenthesis here. And run this. So now it has printed goodbye. So when I am using this parenthesis, the condition inside this, that is this OR condition, is satisfied. Name is Jack. So it will return true. And this age greater than 15 is false because age is 4. So true and false will return false. So it has gone to this else and printed goodbye. So whenever in doubt, use the parenthesis. So hope you have understood this video. If you like this video, share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much.